What's up? I got this from a friend. Alikuwa akiniambia after he got a new one after amelewa, a new idea. What do you call a poor man who pisses a lot?
Yes. Poor man who pisses a lot.
A peasant. A peasant.
Okay. Okay. That's a good one.
Umejaribu, umetry.
Joke inafaa kuwa hivyo. Hey there pretty mama. Hey there dope nigga wase mnatusikiza. I'm Pascal.
I'm Ron. Nani umeongelesha hivyo leo? Umemwambia sikiza hii. I'll give a shout out.
Ni shout out yako. There's some pretty stories wanatusikiza. There's some dope ass niggas wanatusikiza. So manze, nuwasalimia. Hey there. This is on a Friday podcast. We are available on all social and audio content platforms. Nazatupata anywhere manze. Follow, like, subscribe and listen.
Yes.
Nizo tu.
Yes.
And today we're joined by two other pretty people. Saseni, wana kafiti, luku imeingiana. Wanaweza tusalimia wenyewe wajiintroduce. Ladies first.
Okay, hi, my name is Ruth Mwanza, simply Mwanza on all social media platforms.
Simply Mwanza.
I'm a writer, poet, and generally a cool person than all of you.
Sasa.
Sorry, better than you.
Mlango imefungwa. Tunaweza rudi.
Tunaweza kati hapa.
Tunaweza achia hapa. We'll try again next time. I don't remember joke yangu si funny. Ndakuja na ingine next time.
Yeah, what's up, my guys? My name is Gabriel, but you can call me Gabu. I'm Aesthetics254 on Instagram. And I'm an actor, I'm a fashion model, I'm a film student, I wear many hats, but today I'm a podcaster. Yeah, and I'm in a bandana today. So, yeah.
Manze, karibuni. It's nice when we always have guests around.
Yeah.
Shida tu raona tunanga kachai ya kuwapatia ama something stronger than chai. I'm of the opinion some of these conversations should be had na
Need something strong.
should be had na kakitu. Like mimi nimefika point. We've been doing podcasting for a while, and you guys, both of you have done podcasting.
Yeah.
Talking ukiwa sober, and some of the conversations we do. I mean, if you try a sober podcast versus a drunk podcast versus a sandwich podcast, kuna difference. You agree? Kuna difference. Yeah. So this is one of those ones. So I mean, this is a sober one, but covering yetu leo ni alcohol. Pole hatuna. Sijui hata kama nakunywanga. Amkunywi.
And substance.
Sawa. Watu wananyamaza? Plead the fifth.
Bono julza substance.
Apo pia mina play the fifth. No, Jengu play the fifth. But I do. Personally, I do partake on tuzite zote substance. So let's just call everything substance.
Yes.
To agree?
Yes.
Unless tuna specify ni nini.
Yeah.
So mitu zote ni substances.
Yes.
I indulge in substances myself and actually prefer conversations at that stage when I'm a bit indulged. Kwa sababu for me inashukisha zinaitangwa nini? Kuna hii jina inashukisha nini? Hii kitu yenye inashuka ukikunywa.
Nini?
Inhibitions are lowered.
When you nimeweza kufikiria libido.
Bro.
Inashukisha nini?
Inhibitions are lowered when you drink. That's where you find people are less caring about being embarrassed, about being shy, social situations. That is my experience with it. So personally, I prefer it for those conversations. Na you talk ya fiti. Watu piga makelele, watu ongea. Mshaiona kwa bash, kwa party, if you're doing most likely to an in-house thing.
Yeah.
Watu wakiwa sober, hawataongea. Watu watakuwa wamenyamaza kwa simu, hawata interact sana.
It takes them much longer to get.
Ama hata if they do, within a short while imeisha tena. Social batteries imeisha tu wanarudi down. Kukweka solo. Watu wakiwa njaa, pia they will not interact. Sijui about ladies Mwanza, but men tunajua we shut down. Yako Gabu,
Hey, mwanaume ni kujikaza, wacha tu nikwambie ukweli. Unaweza kosa kukula but
But bado uko hapo unatupa lugha yako yote.
life has to move on man. Bora sijakufa mimi.
Sawa.
kaende.
So in that same setting ya wase uweke wapatie maji, patie tei,
Yes.
kwa watapiga makelele, music itaongezwa, so wata dance, watu watatupa lugha zote.
Yeah.
Like people will shoot their shots, people will accept shots, people will be more happy and engaging. True or false?
Facts.
Sindio?
Yeah.
Mwanzo umenyamaza.
Many who do like, is that happy though?
It's
No, I have
What do you call that,
a
Masi?
question because I want to like get deeper into that because why is that distinction? Why is there that difference when guys are sober?
yeah. Versus when
And
they- yeah.
you know, when they're lit. So like, why is it that when you're sober, you can't have a conversation with someone, you know, somebody you don't know, maybe a stranger or someone, you know?
Mhm.
Why is that an issue for a lot of people? Like, I can't say,
Personally, I feel like if I can't stand you sober, I don't want you to fuck around me when I'm on drugs. Thanks. That's all. Yeah. So same energy. Only I'll be happier. Or not happier, louder.
Louder.
Generally. Yeah, louder.
But
Louder.
have you ever been in a situation where you weren't that open to having a conversation with someone when you are sober? Then once you indulge, you became more relaxed around them.
I feel like it takes the introvert age out of like I am less, I don't want to be in this situation. Yeah. So yeah, definitely. I will talk to someone I kinda don't like.
Yeah.
Even
When
Yeah.
indulging.
Yeah.
The difference ni hiyo 40%. Mi sijui niite
Yeah.
nini. Hiyo 47%.
Yeah.
Hiyo ndio difference.
Yeah.
Kwa sababu for me, but I read about it when I was younger and getting like early 20s and getting now to start drinking. I wanted to understand vizuri what happens. So that's when I found out and read about inhibition. Alcohol does lower inhibition. Now, inhibition makes you embarrassed, makes you afraid. Like hizo
Nervous, makes you. Yeah.
unafizika wendo kila mtu anakuangalia.
Yeah.
So you're really you're shy from doing anything.
Yeah.
Na vitu zingine una reduce.
Yeah.
Alafu there's a therapist, know that most of our friends are therapists. Alisema when you're sober, all the voices in your head are talking. But when you're drinking, ndo zinanyamazishwa. So ufikiri, you're just quickly getting a thought and then doing it.
Yeah.
IPT, like several other suggestions, you can always so many voices in your head. IPT vitu zingine ati kufikiria, just goes all the way straight. Kutoka kwa akili hadi kwa mdomo. Akili utafikiria mbele.
Yeah.
And you work.
You talk fast and think later.
Exactly. And that works. That works ukienda kutupa lugha. That works when you're hanging out na wase.
No, nacha nikuuliza swali. Unaweza tupa lugha ukiwa sober?
Ni ngumu walai.
thank you.
Ni ngumu.
So like, so
Why
if,
is
I'm
if you're
very curious.
if you're hitting on someone, are they dating the liquor?
It's for me, it's better if we both are. No,
So-
getting as in kubai.
No.
They're also indulging.
Like, are they? Juu umesema it's hard to hit
if
on
you're sober.
someone when you're sober. As in, that sounds so wrong. So
Like, are
Because
they
of-
getting the drunk version?
yeah, are
Hey.
they
You.
getting the
Oh.
major?
I'd rather interact kwanza na the drunk version of me. Alafu atakamcommit the sober version tomorrow morning.
Nitampeleka
after.
therapy.
Hebu ngoja.
Unaona?
Unaweza tupa lugha ukiwa sober?
Mbaya sana. Mbaya sana. For me, to be honest, it doesn't matter for me. And I actually prefer doing it sober.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hapa tumeestablish one thing. Pascal uko chini.
Man.
Endo
Nikiwa
practice.
nikiwa na kakitu ideas zinakama. Ideas na flow like unapata new ways, new funny jokes. Leo ningekuwa nimechapa ningekuwa na funny ya joke.
Yeah.
Mngecheka.
No, but it makes sense. And that's why it doesn't surprise me that a lot of, especially musicians or watu wenye wako kwa performing arts, a lot of them do drugs or substances. A lot of them do substances. Because unaimagine umesimama hapo mbele ya 50,000 people. And if your mind is constantly fixated on the fact that 50,000 people are looking at you, then you won't perform.
Yeah. Can you say it affects your, like when you're sober, you're more self-conscious, you know? Like
very.
That's where you get those feelings of embarrassment, you know, like you feel like, hey, you know, watu wananiangalia aje, you get.
Unataka tu shut down some of that voices of self-consciousness washukufikiria hivyo.
Inakupea some kind of courage.
Yeah, liquid courage. Yes.
Hey.
But it's actually a thing, and sidhani ni mi peke yangu. I'm honored to hear from you guys your experiences, but I feel like niko sure watu wengi sana generation yetu, we need that liquid courage for vitu mob.
Yeah.
Like, what is the need though? Like nini is
wewe tuambie, unajua wendo huwa unatupiwa lugha, so
not like,
tell us the difference.
Not like sihitaji, actually sihitaji juu niko like kwa nini nahitaji na okay, personally speaking from a personal point of view, I have done substances and I still don't think I need liquid courage because I feel like how watu wawili wako na almost kind of different. So ni like I feel like I want to bring forth myself the way I am, so that if you just don't give a fuck, you just don't give a fuck.
Are you different when you're indulging or when you're not?
I am definitely louder.
And that's fun if you're in a group. So
louder you talk more or you talk in higher?
I engage more. Like I can now
You're more social.
Yeah, more social.
Okay.
Actually.
So as when you're around you, temenye y'all are partaking, what prefer that version of you. You go loud, you're talking more, you're social more.
I feel like I'm fun sober. So like it's just that fun person unhinged.
Yes.
Liquid courage.
No. Me and you exactly Neopia because I am fun when I'm sober. I'm fun. I know I'm fun when I'm sober. But when I indulge, ni unhinged. Like, it's a whole new level hivi, a third eye, a different side. Same view, lakini unadikifilter hivi.
Nataka kuona ukikatia deu ukiwa sober.
Hey,
to be honest.
Ukiwa sober?
Yeah, ukiwa sober. And then twende sasa tufanye the opposite.
Kufanya A/B testing.
Tuone, which version is better?
Unaweza compare na numbers. Natoka na nani atatoka na namba nyingi?
No.
Do you remember ukikatiana ukikuwa indulge?
Manze,
Ama you don't remember that, like you know, experience, you can't recollect.
Kuna times when I take so much I don't remember the following day. I remember some parts, but mostly mukumbuka. Kenye musahau nilichukua namba yake. So ilifika point nikaanza kufanya something innovative. Nikichukua namba napiga screenshot. Like nimesave jina na namba na screenshot. Juu kesho morning ndaamka nakumbuka kuna dem tulibonga naye akanipe namba. Sikumbuki ni nani. Sikumbuki anaitwaje, sikumbuki kitu yote.
So imagine alafu dem alikuwa amekufia like for real. Like that's so sad.
Alafu apatane ukiwa sober ako like ala.
Kipata nikasoma simkumbuki uso fully. Niambia tu tulikuwa mahali and then he come. So squeeze mu take screenshots.
Say no to that. Wacha ku take screenshots.
Yeah man, that's a bit extreme.
So unatafuta hack. Ngoja, kwani you guys have never indulged to a point mali mna nini? Mna lose unasahau kitu.
To be honest, no.
Uji?
No.
Speaking for myself, that's why I have not quit per se, but like toned down to literally like banjuka once a month. Just kumbukangi shit.
Kuna mtu tu kumbuke kichote.
Nitaongea na watu 77 and now because I usually don't talk to people. So like hata siwezi kumbuka ni nani nilikuwa naongelesha. Alafu I'm a girl, man. You can't be living that dangerously.
But you're going with your crew, your friends.
By the way, do you do that?
What?
When you go out, do you go out with people you trust who
can take care of you?
Fine?
I feel like my brothers, definitely. Yeah,
you
but
go out with your brothers.
What are they for?
Yeah, good question.
Serve and protect.
That's the safest you will ever be drunk,
true,
ever.
true.
But definitely a friend
Yeah.
or two.
But bado the following day kuna some instances tu utasahau.
Like, it's more like I will be fun until 3 a.m. But like from 11 p.m. I was on,
Yeah.
but I was out.
Yeah.
Like I was on and having even serious conversations.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I was out.
Yeah.
So I was like, no.
Gabu relate chikivenye watuangalia hapa
Hey,
niko
Gabu
nastuka.
ako-
Imagine I don't relate. To be
Mzee,
honest, to be
that
honest.
happens kwanza kwa wasi wengi.
For me,
Yeah.
hata tu niseme ukweli, it's been like too long, like a long time.
Yeah.
The last time that kind of thing happened, nikiwa campo. Yeah, so for me, I don't really get,
Is it that tolerance ilipanda? Like,
no, I
ama-
actually don't drink anymore. Yeah, like for me nakwanga ule msee niko kwa club na waangalia tu,
Yeah.
but
Like,
yeah.
you're the real psychos.
For real?
Hey.
Like, like,
What do you-
the ones who
Like,
do that sober
I
are
don't-
psycho.
I
Like-
don't understand. I don't understand why I'm going to the club sober for what.
Alafu
See, for the music.
unaia
Yeah,
Niko na
like,
system
you
kwa
know,
nyumba.
headphones,
Nitaka volume.
Uns.
No, I don't even enjoy people like that. So
Yeah.
like, first of all, I need something to help me deal with.
Tolerate people.
Yeah, tolerate people. That's the right word.
Sijui kama I'm allowed to say this, but there was a time hapo nilijua Pascal anazeeka. I remember a time when Pascal was looking forward to a night where he'd forget things in the morning. So he always felt like akigo out, he wastes money because akiamka asubuhi, he remembers everything. He never blacked out. Like everything iko kwa akili. So anashindwa all
Nilikuwa
that money
nakunywa maji
spent
kwani
on
ama
alcohol.
supu?
Kwani
Kwani imagine
kwani
nikunywa?
imagine nilikuwa nakunywa. So the first time that happened to him, he was so excited.
I was-
Hadi kulikuwa na
Kumbuki.
video evidence. Alitumianga evidence the following day.
Yeah.
Like, it finally happened.
How old was I? I think I was 24 on my
Ulikuwa
24th
24?
birthday.
Haukuwa
On the birthday
Kenya, ulikuwa
weekend.
TZ. Ulikomenda TZ.
Ilikuwa I think Diani.
Yeah.
Diani.
Yeah.
On my 24th birthday.
He was
That is the
so happy.
first time
Yeah.
nilisahau, like I lost memory. Hiyo mali wake up
You
the
even
following
blacked
day.
out.
You
I
don't
even blacked
remember
out. But that was
shit.
the first time I
Yeah.
blacked out.
Yeah.
And then siku black out ile ati nazima naanguka. Ni venye Mwanza anasema mali
You're on, but
you're
then
on,
you
but you're not.
yeah, like
Uko.
ni
But
mwili
for
tu iko
3 hours
tu.
later mwili ilitembea ikaongea
Yeah.
na watu
Yeah.
ikainteract. So I was happy, but I was happy walking back into the same place. Ilikuwa I think Friday.
Yeah.
Saturday we went back to the same place. Wasa like I'm saying what unaishi? Shindo
Na
wewe
huko
nani?
Buki.
Hey, must have been some
Some white
crazy
people
shit,
hapo
man.
walituliongea nao became friends. I'm like, how you doing?
Yeah.
You good? I'm like,
Yeah.
who the fudge are you?
Sahi it happens almost every time. Like tunaendanga na Pascal.
So ulikuwa unaitaka.
Tunaendanga na Pascal.
Irudi.
Alafu, he looks fine mpaka time fulani when enye imemlemea. So si mi najua maybe alianza kulemewa, let's say 1 in the morning. Have conversation the next day. From like 10:30 he doesn't remember. Nashindwa, bro, umeanza kuzeeka. Like you're getting old.
Punguza.
Kuna hiyo point yenye I feel like liquor, especially when you are starting out, like in your early 20s,
Yeah.
we drink.
Yeah.
kunywa kawa levi, kawa
absolutely.
jinga.
Unakunywa
Yeah.
nika pombe inaisha.
Absolutely.
Siku hizi siwezi angalia chrome ya green the same way. Hapana.
Mwanza Mary, nika she has a story.
I refrain from this conversation. Plead the fifth
Ilikuwa when you were younger.
that I was a child. Under 25.
When
No,
you're
it's
starting out, you
accepted.
drink.
Actually, it's accepted. Under
Yeah.
25, sawa. But
Lakini mbona? How
You
come? Why the fudge are we drinking that much
yeah,
when we are just starting out our 20s?
because I think experimental. Alafu, you don't know how much is too much. You get like
Haujajisoma.
yeah, you don't even know like umebuy whiskey, hata mjui whiskey iko na effect gani, hata mjui
Yeah.
you know, you just tukate kidogo vitu zimeanza ground imefika kwa uso hivi. Bro.
Alafu kumix. Hiyo time tuko
Yeah, you even mix. You don't even know why.
You didn't even care ati juu ni pombe. You know when you're young, una do, utakupe whiskey.
Yeah.
And then an hour later mtu mwingine akupe vodka.
Bado utakunywa.
Kuna swali.
Yeah.
Si lazima muadmit kama mtaki mnaweza plead the fifth. Mshaikunywa changa?
Miss Jay. Iko kwa list yangu lakini.
Iko kwa bucket list.
Ndatafuta.
Fuck, I'm assigning you to my therapist.
Anaweza kama kwa podcast. Mwambie akuje songe hapa. Atufichi kitu. Wait, Mwanza, how was it for you? Why was the younger you drinking that much?
Well, I have a very long alcohol story.
Tuko na time.
Yeah. So I think nikiwa kampo, I literally had my first drink when I was 20.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't the one for this life. But the world did me dirty. So yeah. Mi nilikuwa UN, so very bad decisions. Mkishafika pale chini hapo Globe kuna kwanga na place ingine mnaekewa konyagi quarter. Inamixiwa na lime. Then unaekewa a whole tumbler. So you can imagine hapo the rest ni now tumetoka class. The rest ni now tumetoka class. So we are excited. Kwanza ukitoka practical uko Chiromo, uko like fuck this shit.
I need a drink.
By the time you're finishing those shots, tunalia uko tao. Yeah, so that. And then after I was looking for something that I did not find. So, yeah. That's a long story, but
tunataka hiyo story ya hiyo cross.
Living tutakuwa sad ish.
Okay.
But you're up for sad.
Tuna kutafuta something else to make us happy.
Let's just say mimi ni last born. Na nimependwa kwetu like crazy.
Yeah.
And so baba nani alijiona footballer, ka kick the bucket. Anyway, so yeah, I was dealing with grief. It's how you
delivered it.
I was dealing with grief, but I also hadn't met my emotions yet because I'd been raised with boys.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it was like sister?
She's the firstborn, man.
Okay.
We got to know each other like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that part, but then after was therapy. So.
Therapy za kasema usikunywe.
Hapana. Ajalia, ni mimi nimejiambia. Ni mimi nimerealize sionangi past.
Yeah.
And it does not make sense to me to spend 5 hours with someone and nothing. Ningelala tu, ningekaa home, honestly.
Yeah.
But that makes sense because when you're young, you really don't have coping mechanisms for some things.
Yeah.
Heartbreak, grief, kuanguka exam, have a long day of practice. Zote zinaweza solve na the same thing which ni kakwota. Because at that stage, you ndo uko nayo tu hapo.
Yeah.
Alafu, I think something about being sad and you've never like kind of been sad. Like, I don't even think, do boys, I know you get sad, but do you like experience sad? Do you sit, I'm sad?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
But I feel like less often. So like I feel like everyone has a problem experiencing like negative emotions, quotes and quotes. So yeah, I feel like
you don't think guys get sad.
I know you get sad, but I feel like there is experiencing sadness and allowing it to like come and you move through your body or whatever it is that it looks like. And then there's like, hey, I'm sad to the globe.
Yeah. So I might be understanding what you're saying because for a lot of guys, they up until ukae chini na mse akuambie what exactly he's going through. Hey bro, how are you surviving?
Yeah.
Like wewe unatembea tu huku nje, people think you're fine, like you're smiling, you're enjoying life, but you're going through a lot. Like hata kwa tu like, I'm sad, I don't want to go out, or I don't want to nini. it will take care of itself at some time.
Yeah.
So the context is I didn't know, like, there's days when I was like, am I sad enough?
What do you mean? Are you
alcohol.
sad enough? What do you
As
mean? Are
in,
you sad enough?
when you're grieving,
Uh-huh.
you're like,
Oh, okay.
leo ni kama sijalia. As in, it's such a confusing process.
Mhm.
How believe some days that you are allowed to be happy.
Yeah.
If I'm making sense.
Yeah.
Because like, why am I happy?
Yeah.
Like, I have a genuine reason to be very sad and even to go mental about it.
Yeah.
So I was like, I could not sit in, I am sad. They were just like, shots. Yeah. So, yeah. Because on shots, who is not happy, honestly?
Exactly. Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a good trip.
Is it, do you guys think because of how economy and society is so effed up right now, ndo maana si wote tunaendea tu shots?
I feel like
Vitu ni ngumu, we're all constantly sad or angry.
Yeah. I think what we're trying to say here is like we suppress a lot of our emotions or negative emotions.
Yeah.
You know?
With liquor.
With substances, let me say, with substances.
Yeah.
So that's, that's really what is the underlying issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we're not ready. Guys don't want to face, reality. You don't want to face pain or, even if you go through a hard time, Going through a hard time does not mean that you have to be sad. You get me? Like, they're not the same thing.
Yeah.
You can go through a hard time, but you're still positive. You're still, maybe you're not where you want to be.
Yeah.
And, you're working on yourself to be, somebody.
Progress.
Yeah, you're
but then
trying to
unajua, you
progress.
have to allow yourself to be sad first.
Yeah, exactly. But you allow that emotion. The emotion can be there, but it doesn't have to stay. You get you feel it, but then it doesn't have to, absorb every part of
aspect
it.
of
It does not
and
have
then
to affect everything in your life.
everything in your life now. So that now, sasa umekasirika, the first thing you go,
quit job.
Quit job. Ama even like when tunasema you go do shots when you're sad, you don't want to think about it. You're like, wacha tu niende ni. So that's
But we often go to substances very easily when you're mixed up na emotion. Unapatanga, especially for guys, most of the guys unapatanga wakikunywa ile match, ile as in mse anakunywa Monday to Friday. Izayange, si ati wababa wenye tume grow up tukiwaona tuanakuka kwa njia. Just our own young people wenye tume grow up na wao. But unapata tu kona boys continuously anakunywa. Like anakunywa dia anazima. Amke akunywe to shindo mse kwani
what are you avoiding?
Utaki kukaa sober hata for a few minutes.
The thing is like you might start small, but then over time it becomes a thing where now you can't get rid of it. So umse ana function, yes, he's alive, he's doing,
he's going to work,
he's doing his thing, but his body cannot function without it. So now it has crossed into dependence and addiction. So uambie umse akae sober hata siku moja ama siku mbili, this guy anaweza kufa hata.
But then I think there's a new type of addiction. I feel like I was like I wasn't drinking every day, but like I was to an it was like the first thing I'd think about. As in, why is it that it's the first thing you think about? Like, acha ni call park twende county, acha ni call nani si tuende Globe, acha, like inakuwa so routine that routine ni lifestyle low key. So a lot of us are addicted. Park ni wewe no
Thank you for talking to me directly.
So like there's a lot of things to do that I don't know why everyone just goes to liquor. Enda ngong utembe uswe to jam urudi home. Like there is way too much things that alcohol ifai kuwa our impulse. Juu kama ni impulse, then we are like...
No, I personally think to an attempt to answer the question that you have asked, like why is it an impulse to a lot of people? I think if you make the case of, in terms of ease, it's way easier to drink than to run. Personally, I don't like running, but
it's way easier to drink. I like running. It's easier.
It's way easier to drink than to do any physical activity. Like to go to the gym or siju kwenda cycling. It's much easier because I'm yet to hear someone who, in the middle of drinking or indulging on any substance, I could like, I'm struggling to finish this thing, but let me try my best to finish. I was supposed to finish quarter. Leo lazima nimalize quarter. It just comes. Actually, the state yenye watu kwa nayo wanakuanga like, guy, tumemaliza chupa mzima. Like that's, But ukienda gym or ukienda kukimbia, kwanza kukimbia, tunakimbianga na umse, okay, hatukimbiangi, mimi niliacha kukimbia. Tumesema tunaenda 5 kilo. Imefika 1.5. Niko like, bro, atufiki. Like, ananiambia, no, it's only 1.5. There's no way all this time has been 1.5 kilometers.
But don't you think that even that psychologically, 1.5 kilometers, it's not long, it's not far, you can actually run. But mentally, umejiambia siwezi.
True.
You get.
And that's part of my point. Unaona, something like that, you have to do mental preparation. You have to be in the right mindset. You have to look at it a certain way. That's not a problem that people face when they're indulging. I kwangi like, I want to drink. I have to be in the right mind space
but you see,
to be able to indulge. Inakwanga tu like, bro, uko free. Tuende. Then, so it's, in my view, it's much easier to indulge in a lot of substances compared to doing other things that might be considered more productive alternatives to handling whatever challenges or emotions you're going through.
Don't you think that's a problem with like everyone?
It is.
It is. Doing the hard things makes you better than like average.
Yes.
True. But at the end of the day, it's still hard.
But let me ask you something. What in this life is simple? Even that
drinking.
Listen. You might
not simple if you're
you
broke.
might say that. You might say that, but over time, it's expensive. It takes a toll on you.
Yes.
Yeah, you might think, naweza ifanya tu anytime. My body can take it. Bro, when you get to like your 40s, unaanza kujiuliza, hizi ugonjwa zinatoka wapi? You get. Whereas alternatively, ungechagua go for that run or just hit the gym, even if it's like 30 minutes, just, instead of going to kukata maji or whatever. Wacha niende gym, wacha niende or even do it yourself.
True. That's actually true. Umenikumbusha, I have a friend who told me that in their family, they just have a culture of drinking. Like almost everyone in that family just drinks. But aliniambia, one of her first wake-up calls, zilikuwa, her dad started getting side effects za his indulgence, like almost 10 years after he had stopped drinking. Now that's when he started getting liver complications. Then
ashamaliza
alimaliza kitambo, like mtu alizaliwa ile time alimaliza kwa class 4 like alimaliza kitambo. Naenda hosi anaambiwa, do you have a history of drinking? Yes. This
is the cause and effect. Cause and effect.
Eventually caught up.
So the hard questions. By then you kweli. By then it's true. When you look at your life or like where you wanna be or how you see yourself in future, does health, is that accounted for? What are you doing now to take care of your overall health in future? So that act of even just going to the gym every day, as opposed to indulging in substances, would make a very big difference.
But then maybe another reason I kind of half quit was I started asking myself is that person the bad bitch I want to become? As in, when I'm counting 10 years from now, when I'm like, say, I'll be 37.
Yeah.
You know, like, does that person have such values? Is that what she's doing? Did that get her there?
Yeah.
I want to like, nafanya nyongwe.
Ilikuwa
Have to kill her. Bring another new person.
Yeah.
Ilikuwa nipatie the comment ulisema you have quit because you know you're not a quitter. You have to.
I have to. No, that was murder. That girl died.
Yeah.
But people also die from alcohol.
Yeah.
That's
Facts.
There are a lot of people who I know the term is quite abused right now, but there are people who are social indulgers, or otherwise people would say they do it responsibly. Like ni mtu mwenye once in a while na awali yake ukuwa 3-4 months akikuwa offered a glass of wine or a shot itakuwa like fine.
Like, those are just such adult personality people. Like, not adult as in I have my shit together kind of people. Generally, you'll find those people, even in their personality, they are grounded naturally.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people are very unhinged, honestly. A lot of people are not wako focused on themselves.
Yeah.
So, like, even by the time I'm to realize, okay, there's self, what is self doing? And then self is drinking. What happens to self when self drinks? Like, by the time unafika kwa hiyo process yote, ni like, utakuwa ushakuwa alcoholic.
No, ujongi by the way it hits you.
Yeah.
Like, you don't realize it come, you just unashtukianga tu that you are dependent on substances. Be it, no, for a generation mostly ni alcohol, weed. What else are people mostly dependent on? Different types of alcohol, like so many other drugs.
Yeah.
But people do velo, velo, smoking, like ciggies. So you come to kushtukia.
Yeah.
You are in it, like you always go a day without it.
So what do we tell women? Because I feel like women are low-key drinking more than men now. Now they'll come at me for this.
But they do.
But not even that. The thing I realized, which also really spiral my drinking, is I don't need to have money to drink. Just need to look
you
good.
guys drink more.
That's all. I just need to look good.
You guys drink more.
And I can drink daily. Today I'm drinking with Pascal. Tomorrow I'm drinking with someone else. By the time you know it, how many girls that you know post every weekend vlog quiver?
You guys drink
more women than men.
Women drink more than men because wanabaiwa drinks.
Yeah, so
it's definitely cheaper for a lot of women to drink compared to guys.
Yeah,
and I was making the same case to Kiwa Semawalai last week.
Yeah,
when a typical guy on average akipanga form ya kwenda out, like he has to make sure his finances are on point, and not only on point but anajua kanenda na Mwanza, then
exactly.
I have to be financially responsible.
Naenda na Pascal. Kuna madem.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's more common for a chick kujua atengiza Ron box. Ron atenda kumspoil. Na Ron is not the only person who anaweza ingiza box.
Exactly.
This week atengiza Ron box. Next week aingize Pascal box. Hiyo ingine aingize Gabo box.
You just need 4 guys honestly to drink for 4 weeks.
Unapiga tu rotation.
Rotation tu.
Unajua kalenda yako wewe ni first week.
What happens when they start wanting more?
Hatuwezi shinda tukinunua tu mzinga hivyo throughout.
Sasa sina kushow you pick your problem.
Yeah.
Or they want more attention.
Kila kitu kuna consequences. Why are you going there?
You tell me.
Well, you as a Chile, first of all, like unless you know your relationship with this person is in this and this way, then I don't think it's something you should even do even often. What is that? First of all, alcohol spikes sexiness. So
inhibition, it lowers inhibition. So like your senses.
You will definitely no matter to sema ingia and spot the not best looking person and keep looking at them.
Enjoy your
When they
journey.
start looking cute, go home.
What?
Yeah, so ufai
anyway.
kujiput in that
Yeah.
na hiyo ndo reason Nairobi iko na a lot of house parties zenye ni kama unplanned orgies.
Wagwan, hebu tell us some more about that. I think
Nairobi
No,
ni
it's
Marekani.
tuseme tuko hapa kama 5 friends.
Yeah.
3 chiles and 2 guys, and this guy and this girl know each other, so maybe they have a thing,
Yeah.
and the other people nyinyi tu ni other people.
Yeah.
Nini others?
Eventually after long enough watu watakuwa wamecouple ama wamethrapple up ama eventually kutakuwa tuna hiyo
Drinking
Yeah.
and the fact that they are getting sexier does not help the
inhibition
situation.
inashuka, sexy inapanda.
Sasa hizo house parties za Thika Road siende.
Hey.
Mnaweza enda, so-
Hadi umenarrow down location.
Hey.
Ulianza Nairobi.
Ulianza Nairobi.
Sasa iko Thika Road. We're getting somewhere.
We're getting somewhere.
But wala ni true.
Kidogo hata pin location.
Hata pin location.
Taonyesha macho.
Mazee, hizo chom. Lakini hizo chom zako
Bwana dai kuenda hizo. Like ni wapi?
Taonyesha mahali.
Nini kuna kitu nyenye wasema fiti ya watu mostly hawana any other outlet or any other way, alternative way, either a relief ya kutoa stress ama entertainment kujibamba, cause ni either mpatani as friends and drink ama tupatani as friends tuangaliane, like how else do we bond without liquor?
Can I ask you, do you have to go to a club or go to somewhere mali kuna liquor ndio you have fun? Yeah.
Kuna other ways of having fun and tumefanya at least kwa episode yetu ya outdoor, because personally we both like outdoor fun.
Yeah.
Just reminding people kuna so many other things you can do outdoor. Lakini in almost all situation unapatanga there must be at least kamoja yenye na include club. Like clubbing is a major source of entertainment, a major source of relief. Ni ngumu clubbing ni compete na hiking. Ama na skating ama na whatever
But
else
I
you
think mtu ana consider ati tuende marathon nilipe 500 bob.
Niende kuteseka.
Sinishike tu county. Nisiende mahali.
Na nikae chini.
Na nikae home.
That goes back
Na
to my
chill.
point. It's much easier to drink than to go for a marathon. The cost is the same.
Yeah, the
Like
cost is the
financial
same.
costs right now, as he has said, it might have like ripple effects in future. But the immediate cost right now, it's exactly the same. You're going to spend 500 regardless, but it's just much easier to drink. But I think to answer your question, my answer to that would be, and by extension, the question that Pascal had asked previously, in addition to, I still stick by that opinion. Yeah, in a lot of cases, it's just easier to indulge than to get into other activities. But also, too, I think it has been, I usually don't like to use this word, but nimekosa word ingine ya kutumia, but it has been normalized. Like nikisikiza ngoma naona, nikiwatch movie naona,
Hata si normalized,
nikiongea na
glamorized. It's cool now. Drinking is cool now.
Yeah.
Like,
and
glamorized.
it's different. We pole. Mungu hataki niongee. But anyway, I think it's different when the audience that information is, let's say, a 28, 29-year-old who know themselves. Mtu anajijua how to handle their things. But if the target audience or the person receiving this information is a 17, 18, 19-year-old somewhere who bado haja figure out, when you met yourself recently, how kumejimit and all that. So if that is the recipient of that information, then ataichukulia like, kukunywa ni cool, tuende tukunywe. Alafu anaifanya 6 days a week, every week. But mse mwenye who's probably more mature or a bit older, mwenye anaji-understand, ni mtu mwenye atajua, okay, yes, I know it's being glamorized, but I know how to deal. I know when it's time to indulge. I know when it's time to not indulge. I can do other things. So I think that also plays into it. Because nikisikia Pascal akisema, which is an important question, because a lot of people ask that question. Like, okay, sawa, Tumemeet, let's say tumesema tuende kwa Pascal. Tumemeet na hakuna tei, tunafanya
utakuja
what
minda
are we doing?
waangalia.
True.
No, can we just meet hata
But
tukimit? We just have a conversation, you know.
Yeah.
We just, you know.
yes.
hata
Alafu
venye-
itaisha.
venye- no. But you see, hata venye tumepatana leo, you see, hata conversation haijaisha.
Yeah.
No, haiwezi isha. Hata kama ni podcast, treat every life situation or everywhere you go like,
As a
you know,
podcast.
as a podcast. As in, unataka kusikia ideas za huyu mwingine. You know, you also want to share your own ideas.
Yeah.
But you see, watu wengine wanajipata in a situation where like you're with a stranger and you can't bring yourself to talk to them. Like, what's that barrier that stop from being self-conscious? So most people will take alcohol or something impatie some but I want us to be able to attack what it is. Like, why do we need to depend on this thing? To be able to just be normal. Unaget? Yeah, like being normal is weird.
True.
You get?
And it's the reason why tulikuwa tunaongea before we came here, and nilisema Pascal knows because tumejuana for long, but every single place I go, nikigo out, every single time, it doesn't even have to be out in a club, tumemeet in someone's house. Teina letwa napatiwa tumbler, unasema no, I don't drink. People look at me like,
Wagwan.
You don't drink?
Yeah.
Okay, then you must be a weed guy now. No, I don't. Really? Like, how do you not
do you smoke? Do you want cigarettes next?
Like,
they offer you everything.
Yeah.
Well, like kitambo ulikuwa naambiwa say no to drugs. When somebody offers you drugs, you say
Squeeze you
no.
say no na kupatia option like nataka
kuna
hii.
hii.
No.
Kwanza kuna dem tulienda naye out. I won't mention her. I won't even mention the contest. Watu watajua yeye ni nani. But hiyo siku tulifika ilimsumbua because that was like the second or third time tumeenda out naye. Like, Ron, it really bothers me that you don't. Leo lazima ukunywe. She even spiked my drink. So nimeenda kurudi naona there's this weird nini when, like, for example, people are pulling a prank on you. Ukiingia, everyone is paying attention to you.
There's some
your next
crazy
move.
energy.
Naangalia tuko like, why is everyone paying attention to me? Like, mlikuwa mnaongelea anyway, nikakaa chini. Then nikatesi niko like, wewe ndo umeniekea nilikuambia leo lazima ukunywe. So inafikanga hadi hiyo point, to his point, inakuwa mali that not indulging not to everyone, but to a lot of people it's considered abnormal. Like, why? So for my case, what to automatically assume you don't do drugs or alcohol, yako ni wanawake. Wewe wewe yako ni madem, because hawezi kuwa you don't drink and you don't.
But then what's your vice?
Sorry?
What's your vice?
I won't say it.
Oh yeah, it
But
will
uko
stop.
nayo?
It will
Yeah,
be.
I do.
Okay.
But I won't
Definitely.
say
I am going to find it. Personal project.
Unaweza mfuata humo.
You actually, it's
Personal
literally
project.
one person I've ever told. Hiyo tulikaa tu na Ichiri tukiongea, akatuliza tu, Ron, what's your
you have to
what's
have
your
a thing.
You must have a thing. Nikamwambia, but so nikiwaisikia anyway ndajua ni yeye. Ndajua ni wewe ndo uliambiana. But anyway.
So Ron mwenye akunywangi yushinda online. Najua
no. Can I ask Ron a question?
Yeah.
Like, when you go out, do you get to socialize with,
Yes.
Yeah. How
Like,
is the experience?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Like, actually, more often than not, people usually tell me that mtu akiingia hapa hawezi fikiria ni wewe ndo haujalewa. Anaweza fikiria wewe ndo umelewa.
Umeleta vibes.
Kushinda kila mtu. Because now, let's say if I go out to a club, nimeenda ku have fun. Like, ndaenda tusikize mangoma, I dance a bit if I can. I just enjoy the music and enjoy the time. Nikianza kusikia usingizi, nachukua uwe mi narudi home. Like, that's just it. So, mimi, on a personal level, I don't think I need external stimuli for me to get there. Like, naingianga najua, this social context necessitates me to be social.
Okay.
Yeah, if I'm not going to be social, I'm not coming.
Ushai kati ya dem amelewa?
Ooh.
Define kukatia.
Like
Si hata
What
kuna-
is kukatia? What talk to
No,
three
no,
months?
you
it's
know.
Ushai.
because how I would answer that question.
Mi najua ushai.
No, how I would answer that question is: have we ever struck a conversation with someone have I ever struck a conversation with someone who I found attractive who was drunk? Yes. But personally, it's my rule of thumb. As long as I smell alcohol on your breath, hakuna kitu ina happen. Tutapatana kesho. So tutapiga story,
Yeah.
tubond nini, tumalize.
I have a
Tukitoka hapa
question.
uenda kwako, mimi niende kwangu. I'll get your number, tutaongea kesho.
I have a controversial question.
Uliza.
Do sober guys date drinking women?
Almost
And how
all,
does that operate? How does that work?
almost all my former relationships have been with people who drink, actually.
I feel like we'll talk about the reason behind the scenes.
Uh-huh.
But like, I personally,
I think it's just my social circle.
Yeah,
Like, yes,
yeah,
I
maybe.
don't drink, but I think in my life I have ever only known 2 people who don't either drink or do alcohol or do drugs.
Okay.
Only 2. And mmoja ni kali backslide mahali. Huo sasiko sure. But currently, I think there's only one person. But I go out with a lot of my friends. We have fun. It's just, awanajua, they will drink.
As
I
in
won't.
relationship,
Yeah.
in love.
Eh.
Oh God.
Sasa hapo, from
No,
that
Kwani
circle,
utapenda
ndio.
mtu juu anakunywa?
See, Ivo, I feel like it's slippery slope.
Mhm.
I don't know.
In my
I feel like
experience,
ni hilarious that niko club, naambia boyfriend yangu niko club. Not
Yeah.
violent, but
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I don't know. People do a lot of things drunk.
yeah.
I don't think. I feel like
I
just
think
date your type.
no,
If I ask you, can I ask you a question?
Mhm.
What if your boyfriend tells you not to go out? What will you do?
I don't listen. You crazy. I will only not
That's
go
the
out
problem.
because
Yeah.
the reason is I feel like if you like them and
Yeah.
and it's something that concerns
Like or
them.
love?
good question. Mwanza jibu swali.
Like or love. Wow. And let's say love. Like
Uh-huh.
is too far-fetched.
Like is to high school.
Yeah. Not even too high school. It's like I'm not willing to give my life for you yet.
You're just someone.
Yeah, you're just someone. You're like my friend.
What?
Then when it's love, it's you or someone.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, the love is
Okay.
still within me.
Yeah.
Hey.
It has
I
not
just
left.
transfer bad.
It just transferred
Hey,
bado.
bruh.
Yeah, so like I think
Yeah.
out of your own kufikiria tu like hii situation ni ufala.
Yeah.
Ndio utakuwa tu like okay, I will not do this because I will tell myself.
Mhm.
But then you're not supposed to come at me with rules, bwana.
No. But out of respect, he just tells you, you know what? I'm not comfortable with you going out. Let's say without me, or just even
Ni
in
sawa,
even in
without
general,
you hata naenda wapi?
even in general.
So unaenda na mabro
So,
wako.
but if you're with me,
Oh yeah, yes.
if
Kama
you're
ni-
with me, why am I complaining? I mean, like,
Yeah.
you get.
Oh yeah, so,
So I'm saying, si venye umesema uko club and then you're calling your boyfriend, mwambie uko club, right? So in that kind of situation where he tells you, you know what? I don't like it.
Yeah.
Or I'm not comfortable with it.
I think I can do it now more than I could have done it at 24.
Mhm.
Go on your own. Like go
No,
hata
like
kama-
No, I mean,
or
listen
listen.
to.
Now,
No, you'd listen
if I
and
get a
not go.
boyfriend, I don't see why I am out without them. If I'm not with my brothers or someone, like someone,
Yeah.
which not even someone, my friends, like I don't know. I feel like it's I don't even fancy girls' night out because now when people start fighting, who will fight?
Ngoja, wewe tuambie what happens on girls' night
Hakuna
out.
muscle.
What happens on
what happens?
Yeah.
I don't think I have ever gone to one and don't judge.
Yanaendanga na mabro.
Maybe I give men their space in my life.
Yeah.
I have to walk around with,
Wait. So did you answer the question? Did you answer the question?
Yeah.
Like you would like
now more than before.
Now more than before, and there has to be like something. Yeah.
What do you mean something?
Nitasemaje? You have to bring the same like kama energy stroke value.
Okay.
Like you can't ask me to stop going out and you're still doing your single life stuff. Like see what to behave.
Okay, makes sense. I think my version of that answer from a guy's perspective, because I have dated ladies who
Tell us.
I think it's very important. I think it's very important for you to have that conversation beforehand.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very critical. So that by the time you are telling her you're not comfortable with her going out right now or today, she knows you already have a base conversation prior to you starting
when you were liking actually.
And two, I think it also involves a lot of trust and kuna point ingine but imesahau. But yeah, trust has to be there. You have to trust that if she goes out without you there, that she'll behave responsibly. Same to mwenye akikuwa out every 5 minutes you're wondering udema anaweza kuwa anafanya nini. Yeah, that will not end well.
Yeah,
simu ende mteja na arudi kesho jioni. Muulize umeshinda wapi siku nzima, siku nzima. Aya. So, for those who are dating someone who's not drinking. Dating someone who's drinking. Pole tu. Pole kwenyu. For our lawyers, members of the bar, our experienced lawyers.
Senior counsel.
You bar and they are members of it.
Yes.
How we need another episode for them vizuri. Tunakujia msijali nyinyi. But we do need to catch up on this conversation again. Jubado I still want to dig deep on mbona generation yetu tunakunywa mob. Next time I want to hear more on Ron, mbona ya kunywi kabisa at all. So, we do this and then next time we really do need to touch on more drugs because I feel like access pia imekuwa available. I used to hear stories the peddlers mapedi squeezy ma upgrade. They don't only do blunts na joints na weed na G-bag. Squeezy wako na zingine even more, so unapata access mwongezeka.
Squeezy ni pharmacist.
Squeezy wako na supply.
Pharmacist.
I believe
Adia na advice. Anakwambia, have you ever taken this drug before? No. This is too strong for you. Start with this one.
Umekula leo? Umekunywa nini before? Chapa nusu basi. Like, Squeezy.
Pharmacist.
Umesoma.
Have you guys ever watched How High?
I have.
That just reminded me of that movie.
We close on that recommendation. Go watch it, Coach.
Go watch How High.
It's nice.
Yeah,
but you can find us on Spotify, on YouTube, listen to our podcast on Qtiol. Qtiol. It's an app that has podcasts and ebooks. Yeah, amazing stuff there and audiobooks. So definitely check that out. We're on Okopia. Na IG will drop nini zenyu, tag zenyu, so people can find you all, maybe wapeleke sherehe. Unajua maybe mwanzo unaweza pata mtu wa date 6, niambia mimi ni wa 5th. Unaweza pata mtu wa date 6 hapo kando.
Kando tukunywe chai.
Stronger sawa. Kani chai sawa. Strong tea. Ayo, but we end there. Cheers.
Bye.